Alright guys, good news. We got approved for another hour of diagnostics on this beautiful Chevy truck here. They want to chase the cam crank correlation code, and as we saw, the cam retard pit was showing minus 42 degrees on the scanner. And what I want to do right now is figure out what is going on here. Why is this what is up? Why is it so retarded? It should be at 0, ideally, for a new engine with no slop anywhere. So first I'm going to feel for playing the rotor. Yeah, there's a bit. I did a calculation, looked up how many teeth are in the distributor gear, and it's a 13 tooth distributor gear. Okay, so if the guy, he just put in his own distributor, it's 42 degrees off on the retard pit. We can do a quick calculation. So one revolution of the camshaft is 720 of the crank, and if we're one tooth off, would be 55 degrees off on that data pit. And you actually saw this in another one of my videos on a Chevy Astrovan, where the teeth were so worn that we're somewhere in between, but this seems to be off quite a ways. So basically, if we advance this thing by one tooth, we're going to end up with let's see, minus 42 plus 55, so about 13 degrees advanced. And then I don't know if the distributor doesn't look adjustable, but you can tweak it a little bit on that pinch down bolt. So I think we can get it to within 10 degrees of the specified range and get this check engine light to turn off. And we'll look at the gear, see how worn it is. So right now I just need to figure out which way the distributor turns, and just take it out, do a visual inspection, and put it back in one tooth advanced. Hi. P here is holding down the fort. So let's look at that distributor. I'll set you guys up so you can see the rotation, and we're going to bump the engine, and hopefully we can see which way this thing spins. I wish I had a better camera tripod or some kind of clamp where I could wedge this thing in. See, that hose is in the way now. Can you see that? Let me set you up better. Okay, we got our ignition coil disconnected here. I'm going to crank the engine over, see which way the distributor turns. So it looks like clockwise, right? So let's pop it out. So indeed, in this case, the distributor itself is not adjustable. See that hold down bolt there? There's no room to move it. So I have the tip of the rotor mark here on the housing. So we're gonna take this bolt out. Take the distributor out completely. Unplug the cam sensor here. It's a pretty long hold down bolt. Alright. Here we go. Lift the whole housing straight up. See how we how the rotor turned there. visual inspection on this guy. So the distributor teeth, this thing looks like a new assembly actually, to tell you the truth. Okay, so let's count the teeth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 teeth. That is correct. So there's no way you can mess this up, I don't think. So let's set it one tooth advanced and retry the test. Alright, so I advanced the distributor one tooth. So you see the white marks right there. Now the pointer is one tooth advanced since we are rotating clockwise. So let's bolt this cap back on and look at the data PID, see what it shows. Alright guys, here we go. We got some gas in the truck finally. Looking at our cam retard data PID. So just as I predicted, we advanced by 55 degrees. So now we're at plus 13 before we're at minus 42. So it looks like that's pretty much as good as this truck is going to get. So let's take it for a spin, see how it runs. And this was probably going to be as good as it's going to get. Degrees advanced. I like that more than 40 degrees retarded. And this thing's running pretty good for what it is. Burned out light bulb. Alright, I think we're all done. This is what this truck is made for. Hell yeah. Question is, will it do a burnout? Let's find out. Not quite, gotta drop the clutch. So let's reset these codes. Now I just found out that this was a conversion, so it used to be an automatic. That explains all of our transmission codes, but we don't care about that. Let's reset it and see if this cam crank correlation code comes back. Let's see here. Clear codes. Yes. Erased. Display codes. and shut it off. Turn it back on. Go back. So we're not setting the code yet. Let's go to some data, engine data. There's our cam retard. So apparently 13 degrees isn't enough to set it. Probably sets around 20 or so. So let's drive back to the shop, do a last check, and that'll be that. Alright, sweet. All we have is transmission codes. The cam crane correlation code did not return. So that is fantastic. We fixed the job, we fixed the problem. Just advanced the distributor one tooth forward. But his check engine light is going to stay on, and due to all these transmission codes, due to an improper PCM. But other than that, it runs great. It'll definitely run better than being 40 degrees retarded. So that's that. Alright, I guess that was part 2. Thanks a lot for watching. See you guys next time.